houses set ablaze, temples attacked, devotees killed. What's going on in Bangladesh? Targeted attacks on Hindus in Bangladesh have been taking place since the Durga Puja celebrations began this year. Pandals were torn apart, the idols were vandalized, devotees were chased and killed. The systematic persecution of Hindus in Bangladesh is not a new thing. The cases of atrocities have been growing in number for one reason or the other. So what caused this sudden spate of violence? On 13th October, an alleged incident of blasphemy took place during the Durga Puja celebrations in Kamila, an eastern district in Bangladesh. Immediately, the image spread like wildfire and incidents of vandalism and attacks on Hindu temples began pouring in from Chandpur's, Hajiganj, Chattogram's, Banch Khali and Cox's Bazar's Pekua areas. In the following days, the attacks escalated with reports of vandalism, loot, rape, and murder of Hindus that began coming in from various parts of the country. On 14th of October, ISKCON in Noakhali was attacked and 2 of its disciples were murdered and mutilated. On Friday, prohibitory orders on public gatherings were issued from dawn to dusk, but thousands of people clashed with the police following the Friday prayers. On Saturday, more incidents of violence were reported from Feni, located about 157 kilometers from Dhaka. The Dhaka Tribune, a daily from Bangladesh, reported that clashes broke out after an attack on demonstrators who were protesting against the attacks on Durga Puja venues in several places in Bangladesh. On Sunday, several houses of Hindus in Bangladesh were set ablaze in a village in Rangpur district's Pirganj Upazila as per reports. The Dhaka Tribune reported that clashes took place in Chandpur, Chittagong, Ghazipur, Bandarban, Chapai Nawabganj and Molvi Bazar and resulted in several casualties. In the last several years, attacks on Hindus in Bangladesh have been on the rise. As per the census figures from Bangladesh, the Hindu population in the country has undergone a steady attrition over the years, from 28% in 1940 to 8.96% in 2011. There's been systematic persecution of the Hindus in Bangladesh. In 1971, during the Bangladesh Liberation War, the 10-month-long genocide took place. Hindus faced ethnic cleansing here, with unspeakable crimes that were committed against the community. They were robbed of their shops, houses, lands and killed. Around 2.4 million Hindus were murdered. In 2001, following the electoral victory of the BNP led by Khalida Zia, her supporters unleashed a systematic campaign of violence against the Hindus that went on for about 150 days. Nearly 18,000 incidents of major crime were reported. Around 1,000 Hindu women were raped and 200 were victims of gang rape. As per a report by bdnews24.com, quoting prominent rights group Ain O Salish Kendra in Bangladesh between January 2013 and September 2021, as many as 3,679 attacks on the minority Hindu community have taken place in Bangladesh. The attacks included vandalism of and setting fire to 559 houses and 442 shops and businesses of the Hindu community. Radical Islam has been on the rise in Bangladesh, as per reports, with the presence of radical groups like Hifazat-e-Islam. Last year, the group had demanded the closure of ISKCON facilities in Bangladesh. In fact, the group has also demanded to declare Ahmadiyyas as non-Muslims in the country. Bangladesh's Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina promised action and warned the radical elements in the country. Protests broke out all over the world. In India, protests took place in several places against the attacks on Hindus in Bangladesh. Prominent personalities appealed to Sheikh Hasina to take action against the attackers. Around 10,000 people gathered in Assam's Barak Valley and protested against the violence on Hindus in Bangladesh. They called for an economic boycott of Bangladesh. Protests even happened in Delhi's Jantar Mantar. ISKCON has planned to protest in 150 countries on October 23rd for the victims that include 2 of its disciples. It also wrote to the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres seeking intervention. BJP leader and leader of opposition in West Bengal, Subhendu Adhikari, called on the Deputy High Commissioner of Bangladesh in Kolkata and condemned the attacks on the Hindu minority community. The State Department of the United States too has condemned attack on Hindus in Bangladesh. At least 6 people have been killed and hundreds have been injured in the communal violence by Islamists in Bangladesh as per official figures so far. The violence still continues. Bangladesh's Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan stated that the attacks on Durga Puja pavilions were pre-planned and aimed at destroying communal harmony in the country. Khan stated to the Dhaka Tribune, and I quote, "We'll make it public once we get all the evidence, and those who were involved in it will be given exemplary punishment." As the attacks on Hindus continues in Bangladesh, demands for the implementation of CAA are growing louder back home in India. Do let us know your thoughts about this issue in the comments below. Keep watching NIJ for more such insightful videos. Dhanyavad and Namaste.